Previously on One Life to Live.
I'm sorry I had to hurt you.
Keeping this shows me that you always cared about me.
So where is she? Where is my little Jessie?
Seth, I can't be your friend or anything else.
Guess that was too much to hope for.
Okay, Dr. MacGyver, what exactly are you doing with Lindsay Rappaport? Okay, Dr. MacGyver, what exactly are you up to with Lindsay Rappaport?
We were just meeting to plan a fundraiser for the free clinic.
Really, you're partnering up with Lindsay Rappaport?
I know it sounds strange, but Lindsay offered me her art gallery for the fundraiser.
Yes, she's always all heart. Let me get this straight. Yesterday, you were convinced that Lindsay was the one that kidnapped me and gave me the drug that erased my memories.
That was yesterday. You decided to drop the treatment.
Okay. So today you're throwing a party with her?
No, it's not a party. It's a charity event. Is there something wrong with that?
No, absolutely nothing. Except that it doesn't make any sense.
Sam, I want to know exactly what Jen said.
I told you. I told you in the car. I told you in the parking lot.
No.
I told you walking into this
No, you
strange...
gave me your version. I want to know what she said word for word.
She said, and I quote, something bad happened at the shoot, unquote.
Go on.
And that Christian ended up in the hospital. That's all I know.
Is she okay?
I think so.
Well, what was he doing at the shoot anyway?
What was he doing at the shoot? I have no idea what he was doing at the shoot.
Well, you didn't ask her?
She was trying to catch a train. We'll just have to wait and see what she says when she gets here.
Sam, I'm not a good wait and see person.
Well, then you got a problem.
No, Christian has a problem because if I find out that he hurt my little girl again, I'm gonna kill him.
How about taking it easy for a little while, Seth, old buddy? You're, tossing him back a little bit too fast.
How about less talking and more pouring? Chad, old buddy.
I'll bite. What exactly has gotten you into self-destruct mode anyway?
You really want to know? I'll tell you. I just lost the best thing that ever happened to me.
You came to New York. You helped me. You helped Christian. And you didn't do that because you cared about Natalie. You did that because you cared about me. So every time I look at you, that's what I think now.
So, does that mean...
Yeah. Yeah, I can forgive you.
Jess, that means so much to me. That means more to me than anything. And if you can forgive me...
What are you doing?
Nothing. I mean, I thought you said you forgave?
Yeah, I forgave you, but that doesn't mean you can kiss me. Natalie's not here.
If you don't mind, then I'll leave a note.
I do mind.
It'll only take a second.
10 seconds. And then I'm calling the police.
I'll write fast.
Correction. You're not going anywhere. I changed my mind.
Jen finally has a chance to do something wonderful for herself, and look what happens.
Well, I don't know, and neither do you.
I'll tell you what happened. That low-life thug, Christian Vega, came back and ruined everything for her. Oh, how long have you been standing there?
Long enough to hear you badmouth my son again.
Can't you get him to stay away from my daughter?
You're the one she needs to stay away from.
Well, thanks to your son's interference, he's the worst thing that's ever happened to her.
Knock it off.
The 915 from New York has arrived on track 19. The 915 from New York has now arrived. There she is.
Oh, Christian.
Mommy, I'm okay. Is everything okay, sweetheart? Are you all right?
You know what? You're home, and Christian is not going to be able to hurt you anymore.
No, he didn't hurt me. He loves me. He's loved me all along.
Thank you. I'm not sure I understand, Nora. It makes perfect sense to have a fundraiser.
Absolutely. But not with Lindsay Rappaport.
Well, you know how much the free clinic means to me.
You know, you were more outraged than I was about Lindsay. You were convinced that she was the reason why I was kidnapped, why I lost my memories. What changed?
What changed? Nothing. I just took a page out of your book.
My book?
Mm-hmm.
What page is that?
A page that says you're no longer interested in revenge.
Well, there's a difference between not wanting revenge and cozying up with the enemy.
The enemy? I thought she was off your enemy list.
Why are you holding hands with Lindsay Rappaport and hanging on her every word?
Does that bother you?
Yes. Yes, it does.
See, Christian only broke up with me to protect me.
And that's why I left town. I was afraid I couldn't keep her safe.
You should have left the country.
Lindsay, you should be thanking him.
For what?
Look, I'm really sorry for all the things that I said to Janet and all the pain that I caused her.
Well, you ought to be. You completely destroyed her.
No, he didn't.
I think Janet understands now why I did what I did, and she forgave me. I just hope you'll be able to.
Mr. Rappaport, it broke Christian's heart to have to hurt her that way. And mine, too.
You knew about this?
They had to tell me. They were afraid I'm going to spill the beans and tell Jennifer where he was.
Look, Sam, it was a bad scene all around. But we were really worried about her.
Well, I'm not happy with what you put my daughter through.
Oh, believe me, sir, it killed me to do it.
He had to do it.
Look, the guy who was after him would have targeted anyone he cared about.
So he had no choice.
It's okay, sweetheart. I get the picture. I understand the problem you were facing, and I appreciate what you did.
You appreciate that he nearly got our daughter killed?
It wasn't his fault, Lindsay.
Christian almost got killed, too.
Well, you're making him out to be some kind of hero.
You got that right.
I want to know exactly what happened at that shoot and how I am supposed to know that my daughter's not still in danger from that psycho.
She's still not in danger because he's in jail, Lindsay.
Why was he after Christian in the first place?
Simple. Because of R.J. Gannon.
Keith Schaefer was arrested when? Now, what happened? Well, then, find out.
What I did was horrible, unforgivable. But Jessica forgave me. I don't know how she could have, but she did.
So then, what's the big deal? Why are you all, gloom and doom? What's going on?
She could forgive me, but she couldn't put it in the past. And so she doesn't want anything to do with me.
Women. Go figure.
Soda, please.
Sure.
Hi. What's up?
Oh, I was just spilling my guts to the bartender here about your favorite victim, Jessica.
What about her? Did something happen?
Oh, like you care? You know, why don't you just hop on your broomstick and fly away?
You know, Seth, I've only seen you this drunk one other time. And it's when you and I had a huge fight.
You know what? I'd rather not have a stroll down memory lane right now, okay?
That's fine. Neither do I.
Fill her up.
I thought you wanted me out of here.
Why did you switch me and Natalie when we were babies?
Who can remember that far back?
Try.
To make a long story short, I was brainwashed by a creep named Mitch Lawrence.
To kidnap Vicky Buchanan's baby.
Who we all know now was really Natalie.
Did he brainwash you to switch babies, too?
Unfortunately, Mitch bit the dust before he was able to finish programming me. I had no clue what I was supposed to do with the kid once I had her.
So, what did you do?
I went to stay with some friends who, by coincidence, also had a baby girl.
Who would have been me?
Uh-huh. Then one day, I was home alone with both brats screaming, and it was just driving me nuts, and it suddenly hit me. Why don't I just switch them?
Do you think that was gonna stop them from crying?
Don't be silly.
Well, then what was your point?
The point was I could get away with it. One simple act, sticking each child in the other's crib, and I could change so many lives forever. And no one would have to know unless I wanted to tell them. It was the most incredible feeling of power.
Did it ever occur to you that it was sick?
No, I felt like a goddess controlling whole destinies on a whim. Anyway, I went for it. I decided to give Roxy's little girl to Vicky and leave Vicky's little baby with Roxy.
Your friend's name is Roxy?
That's right. Roxanne Balsam. Your real mom. Look who's here. Landview's hottest couple, Nikki and Dave.
Baby, I'm so glad you're home.
Okay, you, out.
Oh, so Jessica doesn't get to know about her real mom?
You be quiet, okay?
Vicky obviously doesn't want you to know the truth about Roxy and the kind of person she is.
The truth from you?
What kind of person is she?
Jessica, you
First of all, she's a knockout. Your resemblance to her is uncanny.
No.
I look like her?
Time to go. Come on.
No, I want to hear this. Please.
You look like your mom. But that's where nature leaves off and nurture takes over.
Meaning what?
Roxy didn't have your social advantages. Her language would make a truck driver cringe, and she has the morals of an alley cat.
Okay, you know what? I think that we'll discuss this at another time without Allison here.
Okay. I can take a hint. I'm going. But don't forget to tell her about the boozing and the gambling, and also how Roxy hates children, especially her own.
Come on, get out of here.
I'm on my way, Dave. But I'll be back for my share of her money.
She just wants to hurt you, and I don't know why. Are you okay?
I don't know. The things she said about my biological mother.
She'd say anything.
Why did she tell me to ask you about Roxy? Do you know her? How about going for a walk in the park?
Be my guest.
I met the both of us, Seth. We used to have such a good time at the park, remember?
This is so I won't have to remember anything.
Sometimes you can make your problems go away by talking about something else.
Not when the problem's sitting right next to you.
Thanks a lot, Seth. Excuse me for trying to help.
Why don't you just go away, Natalie, okay?
I hate seeing you like this.
Then don't look. Cheers.
Maybe if I could just figure out a way to...
Cut it out.
Sorry. Just old habits die hard.
So do new ones.
Yes, you have a patient named Christian Vega. I need to check on his condition. Relative. Well, yeah, I'm a brother of his. He's been released. Well, great. Great, thank you.
Christian's been working undercover for the police for several months. He helped us bust up RJ's illegal operation.
That's why you took the job at Break Bar.
And why I lived upstairs in the loft.
Well, that explains a lot.
Well, we think RJ found out somehow.
Just stop wasting my time. If you have something to say, spit it out.
I have information about Christian Vega.
Have a nice day.
He's setting you up.
Come again.
He's working undercover for the cops.
So that's why this thug Keith Schaefer was after Christian.
Listen, shouldn't you be less concerned about Christian and a little more about our daughter?
I'm worried about both of them.
No, Jen, let's go home.
No, I'm not going to go anywhere with you.
It's just that you look tired, and I'm worried about you.
No, you're just trying to keep me and Christian apart, but that's not going to happen, so give it up.
That's not what I'm doing.
I hope that's the truth, because nothing and no one is ever going to come between us again.
Yes, it does bother me that you're in an intimate tete-a-tete with Lindsay Rappaport.
You mean because it's Lindsay?
Of course, why would I care if you were romancing somebody else?
Right. I don't know, Nora. Maybe I'm just not the man you thought I was.
Maybe you're not. But I think you are. You're still the same man who saved Matthew's life.
It just makes me a good doctor.
And a good person. A kind person. No. There's another reason why you have this sudden attachment to Lindsay.
Who knows? Maybe it's just as simple as a man's attraction to a woman.
Are you attracted to Lindsay?
I am single. And it sure hasn't been easy getting to meet people in this town. Lindsay's pretty. She's bright. And best of all, Lindsay is available.
I got news for you, Dr. Troy. There are a lot of bright, pretty, and available women in Landview, and I bet most of them haven't tried to smother you with a pillow.
That's very true.
Yes, it is.
Very true.
So what's the deal, Dr. Troy?
The deal is, I'm human. I get lonely sometimes.
So this fundraiser comes with a roll in the hay?
I don't see what's so wrong with that.
Absolutely nothing. Except it's a crock. You're not panting after Lindsay Rappaport. You don't trust her. As a matter of fact, you can't stand her.
Well, you know what they say. There's a thin line between love and hate.
You were committed to finding out the truth about Lindsay so you could make up for your brother's sins. You were passionate about it. When I quit, it was like I pulled the rug out from under you.
I'll get over it. Maybe I already have.
It's funny, you don't strike me as the kind of man who gives up easily.
What other choice do I have?
Well, you could continue the treatment on your own.
The treatment?
Mm-hmm.
So you mean I could take the pills by myself?
No, I mean that you could disarm Lindsay, seduce her, get her to spill the beans one way or the other.
Interesting. Good night, Nora.
That's what you're doing, isn't it?
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to plead the fifth on that one, counselor.
You're going after Lindsay. It's not the other way around. You're gonna try and get her to confess, aren't you? I'm right, aren't I? You're gonna get close to Lindsay so you can get her to confess to you.
That's a definite possibility.
She's never gonna give herself up, you know. No matter how smitten she is, not unless she stands to gain something big.
Well, then maybe I'll have to convince her that that's the case.
How?
I haven't worked out the details yet.
Why do I have alarm bells going off in my head? Why are you really doing this? You're not going to tell me you're doing this for me, are you?
He risked his life for me more than once. I have never known anybody so brave.
There isn't anything that he wouldn't do for you, Jen. I just hope that next time he doesn't have to be so brave.
Hey, man, why don't you guys take up something safe and boring like skydiving or bungee jumping?
Thank you for being such a good friend to Jen.
Well, it's not like I saved her life or anything.
You've been there for her since the day Christian broke her heart and ran off.
Yeah, well, at least we know why he did it now.
Well, he claims it all was a big act, but how can we be sure that's really true?
But you think that he was lying?
I'm not saying that he was lying or he wasn't lying. But even if he was telling the truth, he destroyed her.
Yeah. And she was pretty torn up.
I don't think she would have made it through if it weren't for you.
I don't think that's true.
Oh, I know it is. Jen nearly had a nervous breakdown. I think you're the only thing that kept her from unraveling.
She's done a lot for me. I was just trying to be a good friend. That's all.
No, I think you're more than a good friend to her.
Do you know Natalie's mother, Roxy?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah. I actually went to see her, honey.
When?
Obviously, after we found out about this whole business with Natalie.
I tracked her down for your mother. She lives in Atlantic City.
Why didn't you tell me? Is it true what Allison said? Is she horrible? I'd like to speak to you, Natalie. Can you see that I'm a little busy there? Why did you agree to let Vicky have more time to look over those papers? Who cares? You can't trust those people.
I don't. Not at all. Vicky really stood up for me the other day.
Who cares? Don't forget, Jessica's the one she loves.
I haven't forgotten anything. Thanks.
You know, it's time for you to grow up and toughen up and stop depending on the kindness of strangers.
Well, you were a stranger not too long ago. Remember that?
Yes, but I proved myself. You wouldn't be living up in that mansion if it weren't for me.
I wouldn't have ever left the mansion if it weren't for you.
Get your hands off me, man. I got money. I can pay just...
Are you trying to put me out of business? We don't serve drinks to drunks. How many times do I have to tell you that?
Nobody can handle it.
Use your eyes. Look at it.
I'll take care of him.
You better just get him out of here, and I mean now.
I'll get him a cab. He won't be any more trouble to you.
You are on thin ice, mister.
Just go sit down. I'm gonna go use the phone. I'll be right back. Don't move.
This is all your fault, Vicky. You're turning Natalie against me. I can't let this happen. Not after all my planning and hard work. Oh, no. Vicky, I gotta get you out of the way. Permanently.
What did you say?
I wasn't talking to you, you drunken locks. Go back to sleep.
Leave him alone, Allison.
Why don't you leave him alone? He's history. What are you wasting your time on him for?
You can't tell me what to do.
What about my money?
What about your money? Maybe you won't be getting any if you keep bugging me. Now back off!
Who do you think you are?
I know exactly who I am. I am Natalie Buchanan.
You are nobody without me. You'd still be living in that rat hole wondering where your next meal was coming from if I hadn't rescued you.
Excuse me, I hate to interrupt this fascinating private conversation, but I thought you were going to get him out of here.
The cab's on its way. I am.
Well, thank you. You can wait outside.
Come on, get up.
For another drink?
Another drink is the last thing you need. Let's go.
Hey, hey, this isn't over.
Chad, this is the last time I'm going to tell you we do not serve drinks to drunks.
It won't happen again. I'm sorry.
Hey, Carrie, this is it's RJ. I just wanted to touch base and we'll see if we could get together tomorrow for maybe a dinner.
You deserve to know the truth, Nora. And I'm gonna get it for you.
Troy, it touches me beyond belief that you care. But I really have made peace with the way things are.
You mean you've settled for what you can get?
I prefer to look at it as the glass is half full.
Look, Nora, if it wasn't for my brother, you wouldn't have had to gone through any of this mess.
But that's not your fault. You're not your brother's keeper.
Well, maybe I should have been. Look, I tried to undo some of the harm that my brother did, but I failed.
No, you didn't. You didn't fail. I got back some wonderful memories.
Yeah, but not the ones that you wanted the most.
Maybe they're the ones I needed the most.
I'm not sure I believe that.
I think you need to accept it.
No isn't in my vocabulary, Nora. Now, I've tried to help you medically, but I wasn't able to. So I had to come up with another way. And I did.
Seducing Lindsay?
You can call it whatever you want. The important thing is that it's working. Lindsay trusts me. Sooner or later, Nora, Lindsay is going to confide in me. And when she does, then you're going to have the peace of mind that you've been searching for. And that's all I want. Your peace of mind. Your happiness.
Hello?
Hey, hi, it's me. I'm just checking in. Is everything okay?
You might as well tell me the truth. What is Roxy like?
Well, all right. Roxanne is her name. Roxy. I don't know. Let's just say she's insensitive.
I got that much. Insensitive. How? I mean, in what way?
It's very, very clear that she did not treat Natalie well.
Well, if Natalie behaved the way she did with us, with Roxy, do you blame her?
If you spend even a short amount of time in Roxy's presence, you will understand Natalie's behavior a lot better.
So it's true what Allison said about the alcohol and the gambling.
Darling, you know what? I do not want to stand here and badmouth this woman to you, okay?
Jess, you're better off forgetting all about Roxy and getting on with your life, because trust me, the more you know about her, the more painful it's going to be. She's a loser. She's a user.
She came here while you were gone. She just wanted a handout.
What? She was in this house? How do you know she didn't come to see me?
I'm gonna take care of you now.
Calling another one of your goons, RJ? Now that Schaefer's behind bars, you need someone else to go after Christian?
Schaefer? Who's Schaefer? And why would I send him after Christian? I thought he'd gone on to bigger, better things in the city.
I warned you that if anything happened to my brother, that you would answer for it.
Well, are you telling me something's happened to him?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, my. Is he
alive? Yes. No thanks to you. You never learn, do you, RJ? You still think you can get away with murder. Or attempted murder.
Are you here to arrest me? No? Tell me something. Have you ever proven an accusation before you made it?
Enjoy this moment, RJ. Your days as a free man are numbered.
Did Roxanne ask about me?
Yes, she did.
About you because she wants to know about your money.
She just wants to know how much money I have?
Exactly. Her and Allison are two of a kind. You're better off staying far away from those kind of people as you can.
Honey, if we thought there was anything to be gained by you having a relationship with this woman, believe me.
No, I understand. Yeah. You know, if you guys don't mind, I'd really like to be alone.
Are you sure, honey? I mean, we haven't seen each other since Ace's funeral, you know?
Yeah, I know, but, please. Please. I need to be alone.
Maybe we should, go upstairs, give her some time.
I love you, and I'm very glad you're home.
So am I, Jess.
I love you. If found, please return to Natalie Boston. 185 Beach Street, Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Ben, I'm very worried about her.
Well, maybe she'll take her advice and drop the whole thing.
I really had hoped that she would never have to know about that awful woman.
There's a light on in Natalie's room. I didn't hear her come in, did you?
No, I didn't, but probably just as well, given what we were discussing.
Well, at least Jesse didn't have to grow up with Roxy.
What are you doing?
Shh, Jessica's room's just down the hall. Come on, get into bed.
I'm not sleepy.
Just rest for a while. It's nice, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't this feel good to you, Seth? Because it feels so right to me. You must feel it too. There was a time when I made you completely happy. You remember that? You will. Because I'm gonna make you forget all about Jessica.
Hey, Nora, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm fine. How's Jen?
Oh, she's gonna be okay. I'll tell you all about it later. It's a long story.
Where are you?
I'm still at the train station.
Well, why don't you give me a call first thing in the morning and tell me all about it?
Okay, that sounds good. Listen, I'm sorry I had to cut our evening short.
Me too. But we'll make up for it.
Count on it. Love you.
Same here. Good night.
Is that Sam?
Yes, I can't let you do this. I can't let you do this with Lindsay.
Why not?
Because I told Sam I'd let it go.
You are letting it go. I haven't told Sam anything.
But see, knowing about it, I just still feel like I'm lying to him.
But you're not. I have to go through with this, Nora. No matter what you or Sam want.
I really don't want you to.
I'm sorry. But I have to do this. And you can't stop me. So please don't try.
I'm confused, Mrs. Rappaport. Why would you think that I was more than a friend to Jen?
Well, it's obvious to me how much you care about her.
Well, I hope it's not obvious to anybody else, because it's not going anywhere. Ancient history.
Hey.
Hey.
The doctor in New York insisted that we take Christian to the doctor and get him checked out, so I'm gonna tag along.
What, don't you think you ought to go home and get some rest?
Thank you for everything.
Okay, well, I'll see you later.
See ya.
Jen.
What? What do you want?
How do you think that Christian's gonna feel when he finds out that you slept with Al?
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live. On the next One Life to Live.
Roxanne Balsam?
Call me Mama.
Natalie, hon,
Glad you never stopped being my girl.
Something you want to say?
Yeah, something big.